Hello.
Hello, AOS fans!
It's the Agents of Gnarlwood.
The Agents of Gnarlwood, you say?
The Agents of Gnarlwood. Before we get into the main topic, don't forget to like,
subscribe,
and leave a comment.
Tell all your friends.
Because it really helps the channel, boosts us further, and gets more people noticing our content.
Absolutely. The more people watch, the more inspired we become, and the better the content gets. So please do all those things.
So now we'll crash on.
Yes, Pete and I are back in the Underworlds.
We're back in the Underworlds.
And this is a little video, you probably could tell from the title, because we're going to start playing Underworlds again. Now, about a year or so ago, we made a video called Why We're Not Playing Underworlds.
Why we're not playing Underworlds anymore.
And this one's probably called Why We Are Playing Underworlds, because that's how the internet works. But we're back into Gnarlwood and into Underworlds because I really like the direction it's going in.
Yeah, I thought we were going a bit northern, then we got into Underworld. But yes, a large number of the complaints we had around Underworlds originally, I think they've addressed some of the major ones.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the main thing for me, and I know it's a controversial topic, and we will probably do another video on it, but the main thing for me is this Nemesis format. Yeah. It's small, condensed deck building around a theme, and I really like that because I have missed doing a little bit of deck building. And I don't know about you, we've been playing these Rivals games, which I really enjoy, but because life is busy, I never do any preparation for them because I just know I can just pick up the deck and play. And when we get there, it's like, oh, what do these cards do?
Oh my God, I don't remember anything
exactly, I don't know what I'm doing, but I think if I've actually made a little bit of effort to build a deck, I think the quality of our games will be better, and the quality for you guys will be better, and I'll be a bit more invested, I think. But without the total stress of having spent 3.5 hours building a deck and then having it disintegrate all around me.
Not only that, but the additional stress for people like us who played different warbands of trying to come up with a different deck and not just going, okay, I'm going to play this warband, so I'm going to take Great Strength, Great Fortitude, I'm going to take Supremacy, I'm going to do this, I'm going to and just picking all the obvious ones. I mean, obviously one of the big things about Nemesis is there's no essentials deck.
No, I love that they've got rid of the essentials deck because we never really jumped in on the essential on the Rivals Plus because I think we just felt it was just going to be Rivals, but we'd have a few random
with some essential cards.
The essential cards,
Great Strength, Great Fortitude, that kind of thing.
And so we never jumped on it, but this is completely different. So I'm really excited about it. I think it's really great for new players. That's why we're back into Underworlds. It's basically all down to Nemesis.
I'd say it's mostly down to Nemesis. Look at the last 5 or so warbands that have come out. I mean, the Skaven, the Shadeborn, Hexbanes, even the Exiled Dead and stuff like that. They're just really nice. You do make a good point. If they had been boring and not really worked very well and very unbalanced, etc., I probably wouldn't be jumping into Gnarlwood. So that's a really good point. I've loved playing the Hexbanes. I could almost see it. If there was room for it, I could almost see it. It'd be, what are you playing this week, Robin? I'm playing Hexbanes. Just basically going 2 cards out.
Yeah, exactly.
2 cards
basically just going through all the Rivals possibilities and just working out how to play Hexbanes in Nemesis.
Yeah.
Because it really suits them. Nemesis.
Hexbanes. And looking at the stuff, and we're going to have a separate video talking about all the changes that are coming up for Gnarlwood, looking at what they're doing there, again, not just Nemesis, but all the other things, really is making me think this could be a much more fun game. And actually, it's actually been a fun game during Nethermaze as well. We'd started to dip our toe back into it as we got the warbands, and then we're like, well, we got sent the warbands, we should play a couple of games with them, and actually it's like, this isn't too bad.
Particularly Hexbanes. But I will also say it's also down to you lovely people because we've tried all sorts of different things and we have had some good audiences in certain games, but the games we always get the best audiences for and the most interaction is Underworlds, and that is a factor in why we're going back to it, because I think it was kind of what put our channel on anybody's radar, and it's quite nice to go back to that. That's not to say we will be playing exclusively Underworlds. There will be the odd palette cleansing game thrown in, but you can expect to see a whole load more Nemesis and Underworlds on the channel in the forthcoming weeks and months.
Yes, and we're going to try and do not just battle reports, but we also want to try and do other videos, a bit like this, talking about other subjects around the Underworlds and how we're finding the game and other opinions we might have on it, mostly from quite a casual angle.
Yes, we will still be casual. If you do want competitive, then do check out Path to Glory. Our man's got all the goss there, and there's loads of people doing good stuff actually. There's I noticed What the Hex are still going, so check them out too. But if you want a bit of casual, bit of Nemesis, which I think is quite a lot of people at the moment, then please stay tuned, like, subscribe, all that jazz. The Agents of Signar.
And we'll see you soon.
Bye.